more spawning of Xyrax, at least over there. It's possible to assault this station without a small vessel. Okay, and we can park over here. Again, my usual tactic, if you have been following my games, first you can do a pass with a small vessel, destroy the exterior defenses, and then return with a hover vessel, because it has a cloning chamber, healing station. It's much better suited to assault POIs than a small vessel. But since I don't have a hover vessel on the moon, we are going to do it a little bit on the hard way. Welcome back to another episode of Empyrion, Galactic Survival. Let's continue from where I left off, and this is the final episode about the our small challenge that I was trying to do a couple of episodes ago. Well, it was not that difficult, but I think I have succeeded in trying to make a self-sustained base with the resources that I had. And let me just check. Why is my everything is on? I was under the impression that my small vessel was out of power. It's not that case. The challenge was with the resources that I had at the time, try to transform this POI in a self-sustained base for the player. Like I said after the last episode, I have just waited for the farm to complete. I have 6 AX plants, and I already planted some alien honey plants. We had one, I think it was 3 vegetables and 2 plant proteins, which was enough to build or to construct, or well, I don't know the best word, to produce the sprouts, these AX plant sprouts. I forgot that each one of these productions give you 2 output counts, so it was just a matter of having enough water. This is my they were outside, but it's a little bit better protected inside, so I've placed 6 emergency water O2 condensers, and they take some time, but they produce oxygen and water. Let me see, anything that I can get? Not yet. Oops, last one. No, still a little bit way to go, but those 6 give me enough oxygen for myself, so and even some surplus that I can use to refill the base or the small vessel. And the water, it's enough. Each 5 bottles you can use to make another sprout. So let's just build a fiber plant sprout. It's our source of wood, so if we want a self-sustained base in a moon where you don't have trees to chop down, you need and probably more than one some plant fiber sprouts. Okay, one thing that accelerated a little bit the challenge was those crashed capital vessels. We have one here, and another one over here. It was that you can deconstruct the farm plots. So you place your core, and then you can deconstruct them, and you get them completely ready to be placed in your base. Let me check our container controller on our supply station, and I still have 18 more. And I haven't built a single one of these. It was salvage only. Remember, we need 5 water to produce a sprout, but if I needed also the water to make the nutrient solution, you will need like 10 water to get a sprout going, because it was 5 to make the farming plot and then 5 for the sprout itself. And since the sprout gives you 2 items, you will need 15 of water in total. So probably we would need a little bit more than this to be quick enough. But I think now this 1, 2, 3, 4 A-axis, you can be self-sustained over here for a long time. You can with it make the, how it's called, the energy bars, and I think food-wise you are okay. Oxygen-wise you are also okay with the generators over there. So as long as you have some promethium pellets to make the fuel for the emergency generators, you are fine. So mission successful. For today's episode, I was of course, with all of this challenge, I also deconstructed a little bit more of these capital vessels. 1, 2, and 3. I think I have removed the core from this one. What is happening with the cores? Let me see if I can show you. Not yet. The game has not yet tried. I'm checking the console. The game has not yet tried to simulate a base attack, but with a little bit of playing offline, I don't know if it happens also in your games. I left the core in some cores in each of the POI that I was deconstructing. So this one is white, so there is no core, but the green ones, they are green because you have a core. It's like it's your own base. What happens is also these crashed capital vessels, they trigger the base attacks, and it happened several times that I was here in the supply station, checked the console, got the trigger of the base attack. The console said that I was going to be attacked, but I was not attacked in this POI. They were when I went to one of these crashed capital vessels. 3 drones starting attacking when I arrived at these POIs. So some advice, and even for myself, I will never leave a core back in a POI. So I will bring always some cores with me, place it, deconstruct, remove the equipment that I want, and then before leave I will remove the core. And it was something that I was not aware. Today's episode we are going to check, well, it's a little bit more than check. It's to say hello to the power station. We are going to say hello with guns. So let's grab something to eat. One more. And some oxygen, which I have some on my toolbar. And before I forget, let me get a medium armor. Nice. EVA boost, multi-boost, and another multi-boost. Okay, we are ready to assault that POI. Remember, using the light armor, which it's not suited for combat, or at least it's not that good. The good part is you have, let me see, food consumption rate 1.44, and the medium armor 1.73. So if you are not fighting, always use the light armor. You walk faster and you consume less food. So, and since I was going in a challenge, there is no auto on the tanks. Okay, should be enough. And of course I can also I have some O2 on me, Ibish, oxygen, there you go. And how are you with fuel? 34%. So let's go to the supply station. Nice. fully stocked with fuel. I went also between episodes. I gathered the cobalt that I had in a deposit here. Also completed a small promethium deposits around here somewhere. And since this is going to be our last episode on the moon, next one we will be on the on our starting planet, on our main base, where I will start building a new small vessel, warp capable small vessel. Where is the power station? Okay. And since I will have enough cobalt for the construction of our next vessel, next in line it's neodymium. So we are going to travel to other planets. Let me check. We have two available, Alanor and Wirtam. Can I check the planet info? Here it is, Wirtam. It's a snow one, planet size 4, with a lot of resources: neodymium, satium, promethium, cobalt, iron, copper and silicon. Okay, and Alanor. Cobalt, copper, silicon, erestrum. Okay, swamp one. Okay, we will probably go to Wisdom. But first we are going to check the power station. And I forgot. Oh, come on. I think it's the 4th or 5th episode that we are in that supply station, and there is a red rare container right on top of one of the doors on the bottom level that you can loot. I have seen it a couple of times. I have write it down on my pad. Loot in an episode that container, and I keep forgetting. And now we are away from the base, and there is a red container that if you happen to find that supply station on your games, look for a red container on top of one of the doors. It's hard to miss. I don't know how I missed it, because it's such a small POI with just 2 rooms. On my defense, the POI is a little bit with red lights, and since the container is red, you might get distracted and you don't notice it. But there is a red container above one of the doors. I will probably show you guys at the end of this episode. See what's inside that red container, but that's funny because I had it write it down, and even with it write it down, I forgot. This power station usually have just 1 turret, but let's check the drones. Let me see which side there is a turret. Power station, not advanced power station. Power station, just 1 turret. I don't know which side. It should be in the other side. If I'm not seeing the turret. Let's see, I see a little bit of the turret over there. So if we go this side, let me just shoot the drone. The turret is going. She's going to fire me. No. You can see a little bit of. Of course, you have some spawning pads, which might have some Xyrax. Nice. So, I think it's not the only one. Let's just circle around. Power station. It's also a nice place to live. I'm going to show you why. It has a nice area where you can park your small vessel over here, and I think it's better looking than the supply station. But oh well. Maybe next time. There is over there. No more spawning of Xyrax, at least over there. It's possible to assault this station without a small vessel. Okay, and we can park over here. Again, my usual tactic, if you have been following my games, first you can do a pass with a small vessel, destroy the exterior defenses, and then return with a hover vessel, because it has a cloning chamber, healing station. It's much better suited to assault POIs than a small vessel. But since I don't have a hover vessel on the moon, we are going to do it a little bit on the hard way. And remember, if you keep watching your compass for drones, because if not, I'm going to walk back to my base. The drones will destroy your small vessel very, very quickly. Okay. Here, whoops, I saw one. To the left. To the left. And this would be also a nice, or an option for source of food, which is kill the Xyrax. I don't want to eat the Xyrax, but they usually have some some food if you loot the bodies. Just nope, no food, some coffee. Okay, there it is, food. I'm trying to think real hard on doing a little bit more extreme survival game, or survival start, or whatever, with some house rules, but I'm still thinking on the rules, like no picking plants on the wild or something like that, but I still need to think a little bit on how to do it. Just checking for cannons. I will loot everything after destroying the core. Whoa, whoa. Okay, two more down. More food, look at this. Such a nice amount of food. And the door is closed, let's keep the door closed. This should go around, right? Yeah, and we were on the other side. Okay, I'm seeing some containers. Okay, and looking at the compass and not hearing any drones, we are fine. So I think the core it's over here. There it is. Okay, core is down. Anyone here? Or can we destroy the core? We can destroy the core. What? Oh, why? 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 Okay. And let's go to the fridge. Since we are alone, we can use one of these. Okay, very nice. nice. And let's destroy the core. Container controller. Did I bring my... Yes, I did. My explosives. I think if I blow up from this side here, nothing gets destroyed. But let's first loot. Look, wow, such a nice loot. Such a nice loot. It's a medium armor, okay. And some neodymium, very nice. If we need some for our next small vessel. No more core. So now we only need to clear the I think it's two floors that we can go through an elevator. There are no more spawns. You only have to deal with the existing Xyrax, which I'm not hearing. The turrets won't work anymore. Not even these spawning points with the core destroyed. You can destroy them if you want, but there is another one here. And I think we are done. I'm not even hearing them. And this is a very nice POI. Look at this. Look at this amazing view. Much you have a higher vantage point comparing with the supply station. So very nice POI that you can use for yourself. And I think we are on the top floor. Okay, so ready to loot. Let me connect the container controller. Not a lot of space, but let's see what we find. Resources. I will leave the blocks. Let me see. Should I leave the blocks? Well, I can place them here. Do the usual blueprint, and then place the blocks, since they are going to be useful down the road for some kind of construction, be it a capital vessel or whatever. So top floor, we are done. 2 gray containers. This is just deco. I saw some lockers. In lockers, it's a good source of armor boosters. Let's see if we are lucky. This is the middle floor. Okay, and we could get some oxygen for ourselves, for our challenge, if we need it. Of course, it was not that hard of a challenge. Let me say that again. It was a fun challenge, but it was not that hard. How can I go inside? Because we already had a small vessel, pretty much equipped with everything needed to assault other POIs. But I'm still thinking in good ways to make some challenges like that one with a little bit more challenge. The bad part is, of course, you might increase a lot the challenge, but it's increasing the challenge. The problem is it gets too grindy. You need to grind a lot. So it's a good challenge to play by yourselves, but try to do let's play with those kind of challenges. No armor booster on these lockers. How awful. Okay. Alien container rare, nice. Some health packs, very nice. And jetpack boost. Could be better. Could be better. Another. Again, my friends, if I miss some multi-tool tire 2, very nice. And let's not waste anything. There we it is. And a little bit, come on. Very nice. You can always change the model of the workshop, so the activated model, it's not going to make a difference. So that one is done. Also that one, the lockers are also done. This one is empty. Some power storage, so you can get a little bit of fuel out of these ones. Again, if your challenge was a little bit difficult assaulting this POI, it's even possible with the bike, because like as you have seen it, the turret is just on one side, and you can approach the door to get in from the other side. It's just with a lot of scouting, you can try to find where the door is and then approach accordingly. Did I miss anything? Just a couple of lockers, of boxes outside. Nothing really that interesting. And I think that's it. Oh, I think in the right at the top there is a red locker. Let's go and check it. Elevator, first level. And in terms of loot, seeing how quick you can clear it, it's a very nice POI. So let's deconstruct some stuff. Whoa. Oops, of course. I always fail miserably in this jumping game. Not even if my life depended on it, I would save myself on jumping. And there it is, red locker inside the tower of the power station. Repair bay, some pentaxid, very nice. It will save me some time picking it up from the moon. Laser upgrade kit, which I have. Between episodes, we have a nice rocks outside our supply station, so I have been picking them up. And some Zasconium, very nice. This is the loot, my friends, of this power station. A couple of boosts, a couple of armors, 3 armors, nice. Some upgrade kits, some weapons, some of the house rules that I usually play. Not that it matters much. It is never build a weapon except for the first time, of course, and then you can, with the weapons that you pick up looting, you can sell them at the trader if you want. But it does not change a lot the gameplay. But one way to progress faster in the game, it's become an arms dealer and build a lot of weapons and go to the Polaris area and sell them, and then buy whatever you want. We are done, my friends. Let me check. Yeah, it's not that big. I might be missing one container, perhaps, but not that much. Not that much. Perhaps some of these I haven't looted, but I think overall we are done. So let's go outside. A little bit heavier, and we have a repair station, tier 2, so I cannot complain a lot. Not you. Well, let's do something like this, because it's going to be on the way, or not. No, it's not. Remove. Check the console again. Nope. No base attacks whatsoever. And I will just show you where is that elusive red container on the supply station. before finishing of the episode. Remember, I will return back to my home base at our starting planet and select a new vessel to progress us further into the game. It's going to be a vessel with a warp drive, and we are going to explore the ice planet. I don't know the name, but it does not matter much. We are going to explore the ice planet and try to get some neodymium. It's the next stage. Okay, let's land. Let's try to land. I like the power station more, but this small inside landing area, it's such a cool feature of the supply station. So cozy. Okay. And let me get a little bit of oxygen. I should change armors, and I think it's on top of this door. Yeah, well, it's kind of disguised, let's be honest. It's kind of disguised, but it has been all along here. I haven't checked it yet, and everything is red, so yeah, red lights, everything is red, so you run across here and here, and if you don't look up with some looking eyes, trying to search for something, it's easy to miss. So this container has been all along here, and we have a sniper, okay, and a lot of large fuel packs, very nice. A drill module, very nice. It's nice to get these ones because I think for construction you need zasconium, so if you find them on loot you can have them sooner for your mining vessels. And this is it, my friends. It's our big journey to our first big journey to the moon. It's now complete. We have a self-sustaining base, or close to that, over here. So anytime that in future episodes that we need to return to the moon to pick up some pentaxid, we can land probably our capital vessel nearby. Even if it's self-sufficient, the capital vessel will have some also a regular base where we can stay for a while. Some upgrades could be done, move these construction areas below. I have done so. Let me just show you quickly. I don't remember if I showed you all of the rooms. So this room to the left, it's our water and oxygen generators. We have here our small kitchen. We have here, and we can harvest plant proteins and sweeteners. So we have healing solutions, food solutions, and wood solutions. And on this room to the left, it's our power area that I have been moving down. We have a capacitor and a fuel tank, and I should place the generators and extra fuel tanks and everything that sits upstairs, move it downstairs. Just if we get some crazy base attacks, I don't know if they are possible, they won't destroy anything that the base needs to run. And this is the latest room that I am working, not airtight yet, but probably the future construction area. It's to take advantage of the ground area above. It's our landing area, and it should mirror a bottom room like the top area. So it's still work in progress, but a lot of space that we have downstairs. Even if we want to increase our farming area, you can increase it that way if you want to. So this is it, my friends. I hope you have enjoyed. I will meet you in a very nice and warmer planet on the next episode, even if we are not going to stay there for long, because I will try to leave everything set up for our next adventure, which is new vessel and new planets. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Until then, thank you.